Timothée Chalamet recently landed himself in hot, bubbling water because he said that opera and ballet were irrelevant. But is the very Oscar that Timothée Chalamet is campaigning for also irrelevant? Today we're on the Oscars. Does anyone really care about the Oscars anymore? Someone like me, I watch the Oscars every year because I'm a film god, but I'm a bit of a nerd and I feel like the Oscars is kind of a sweaty nerd's Olympics. I think it's really fun to get together with your friends. Me and my friends, we bet every year on what will win, what will take home the grand prize, and it's kind of fun. But I don't think the general public really cares. The only time I hear your average moviegoer really talk about it is when something controversial happens.
Moonlight has won Best Picture.
Apart from that, I don't really think anyone cares. If we have a look at the recent viewing figures for the Oscars, after an all-time high in '98 when Titanic swept the whole award show, it's been in a steady decline since. In fact, what's really worrying for the Academy is if you look at the past 3 decades, the average in the 2000s is about 40 million. In the 2010s it's a little bit lower, about 36 million. And then it absolutely tanks in the 2020s, and it's now about 18 million on average. Less than half of what it was in the 2000s. So what's happened? Why does nobody care? Why is no one tuning in?
Obviously 18 million people is still a lot of people, so obviously some people care, but I was just trying to say that less people care, not nobody cares. Like, obviously some people care. Haha.
Maybe COVID reduced interest in movies overall anyway. I think there are 2 major factors that have really contributed to the decline of the Oscars. Number 1, celebrity culture. Celebrity culture is just not what it used to be. Being a celebrity was not only about being famous, but it was almost about being scarce. You could only go and see the famous movie stars on the big screen and maybe occasionally on a chat show when they were promoting their next movie. Now, with social media, you can see them everywhere, all the time. Celebrities are constantly posting, tweeting, and it's kind of diluted the value of them. Not only that, every Tom, Dick or Smug Doug can become a celebrity. You post something online, you do it enough times, you become notable. One of the reasons people used to tune into the Oscars, it was almost like this Avengers Endgame event of the year, where you tune in and all these celebrities that you only saw a few times a year were at your favourite event, all looking very tall, handsome and pretty.
What?
And it felt special. Nowadays, I don't think that's the case. There's also a second reason, I think, for why this has happened. Number 2, and that's growing inequality. This is something that Ricky Gervais has kind of addressed a few times when he hosted the Golden Globes.
You're in no position to lecture the public about anything.
People don't really want to tune into super rich celebrities not only winning awards but telling them how they should live when they're struggling to make ends meet and living on the breadline. And it's understandable. There's a real out-of-touch nature to the way that the Oscars present themselves. A lot of it is self-congratulating and actors talking to other actors as if they're veterans who have stopped World War III from happening. And we all know that there's only one actor that can actually do that.
This is Brazil.
The Oscars has tried to fix its downward trajectory in multiple ways. One of the ways it did it was nominating more blockbusters. We saw that recently with Top Gun Maverick, and this year we have Sinners and F1, both popular blockbusters that made a lot of money and audiences actually went to see. They've also tried to widen their international appeal by nominating a lot more foreign films than they usually would. 2019 was a huge year where Parasite won the Oscar. Parasite was the first foreign film to win Best Picture rather than foreign language film, and that was a big step forward for the Academy. I mean, someone like me, I watch a foreign language film like once a month, so it's no big deal, you know what I mean? I think this year's Oscar films are really good. I think they've got a good range. There's a lot of variety. There's a lot of films that people have actually seen. There's also some films that people may not have seen. I actually did because I love foreign films and I'm a film god. In terms of what's next to the Oscars, I think there's a couple of things they could do. They could declutter the awards. Less of this 3 hours of them all making out of themselves and more of just celebrating cinema. Another thing you could do is maybe just live stream for free on YouTube. I mean, that's the future. Alright, okay, I just checked and they are actually doing that. See, I'm that bloody good, I already knew what they're going to do. Hey, film god. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are the Oscars irrelevant? Does anyone care? Or do you not really give a